if you're a primary school teacher or you know a primary school teacher looking to move to New Zealand, do not scroll past. I've got big news for primary school teachers looking to move to New Zealand. The government has just made a major announcement which is beneficial to primary school teachers. Watch this video to the end to learn what this announcement is and how it impacts you. Kia ora whanau, it's a girl, the Sassy engineer, your favorite Niger Kiri down under New Zealand. Big news for primary school teachers. The government has just made a major announcement, which is that primary school teachers have been added to tier 1 of the green list rule, meaning you can apply for residency straight away. Previously, primary school teachers were on tier 2 of the green list rules, which meant that they had to work for 2 years before qualifying for residency. Now, they can apply for it straight away. Last year, the government moved secondary school teachers to tier 1. Now, this year, it's the primary school teachers' turn. This change will take effect from March 26, 2025. Which is just few weeks away from today. So make sure that you take advantage of this opportunity. These changes doesn't just cover primary school teachers, it covers intermediate teachers and Maori medium equivalent. That's exciting news. So if you're a qualified teacher and you have been considering New Zealand, this is your chance. But what does this mean for you? New Zealand has been struggling with teacher shortages for a while now. So by adding primary school teachers to the green list rule tier 1, it means that educators can now get their residency straight away, which is the hallmark of everybody's migration journey. You want to be able to become a permanent resident or a citizen of that country, right? New Zealand has just made that easy for primary school teachers. So what does this mean for you? It means that if you are a qualified primary school teacher with a job offer in New Zealand, you can now apply for straight to residence, skipping the usual work visa process. Straight to residence visa is a visa that will allow you to get your residency directly, whether you are in New Zealand or not. I have talked about all the eligibility criteria, the application process and everything in a different video, so I am not going to discuss it here. So if you want to learn about how to apply and the eligibility criteria, check out that video. To qualify for the straight to residence visa as a primary school teacher, you need to meet these key requirements. Number 1, you need to have a teaching qualification that is equivalent or comparable to level 7 bachelor degree in New Zealand or higher. That is number 1 criteria. And that is because it's the minimum criteria to become a primary school teacher in New Zealand. These degrees can be Bachelor of Education in Teaching, Bachelor of Teaching, whether it's primary or Maori medium, Bachelor of Teaching and Learning. You must also be registered and certified by the Teaching Council of New Zealand before you can teach. You need to have a full-time job offer from a New Zealand school. You need to also be of good health and of good character. And you will need to prove that you meet the minimum English proficiency standards. So you may likely need to write English language test. Now, if you meet all of that, how do you apply? Here's a step-by-step guide. The first thing you need to do is to check that your qualification is recognized by New Zealand. You can either do that by going to NZQA or you check the Teaching Council list of approved qualifications. There are some qualifications that are exempt from assessment, but you may likely need to have an IQA. Then you need to apply for registration with the Teaching Council of New Zealand. After that, you look for job opportunities at education job boards like Education Gazette. That is one of the websites that you can find teaching jobs across New Zealand. You can also try searching on other job boards like SICK, but Education Gazette is recommended for teaching jobs, whether at secondary school level, intermediate level, whatever level in New Zealand. Once you have a job offer, you are ready to apply for the straight to residence visa. You can do this online, especially where you do not have a New Zealand embassy or a New Zealand visa application center. So the moment you have a job offer and you meet all the eligibility criteria, go on to Immigration New Zealand website, create a RealMe account and apply for the straight to residence visa. After that, all you need to do is to wait for approval. Processing time does vary, but tier 1 rules of the green list are often prioritized. Moving to New Zealand is not free, so let's talk money. Here's what you might expect to pay. You have the NZQA qualification assessment, if needed, ranges from $445 to $746. Then you have to register with the Teachers Council. Registration and certification is from $302 to $536 New Zealand dollars. After that, you need to apply for the straight to residency visa, and that amount was increased last year in October 2024. You also have to do medical and police checks, which varies per country, but it ranges between $200 to $500 New Zealand dollars. I'll say check your country to know how much that is. While the cost add up, remember that this is a direct pathway to permanent residence, so it's a solid investment that will pay up in the future. So if you're a qualified primary school teacher, or you know a qualified primary school teacher who has been thinking about moving to New Zealand, now is a perfect time to do that. The process is smoother and faster. Would you consider teaching in New Zealand? Let me know in the comment section. And if you found this useful, do not forget to like, subscribe and share. Make sure you share it to a primary school teacher that you know. Do not hoard this information. See you in the next video. Bye.